Okay, so first let's go. What can we look at right now? Is the market on my side? Euro USD. Euro USD, is it bullish now? Let's see. Just look at how beautiful this market is. So I think this market is not bullish yet. All right, Euro USD not bullish. Yeah. Or you guys want to ask me why I said it's not bullish? You want to know? You already know, right?
Yes.
Like I can go fast on that one, right?
Let me see if there's any new people here. Magdalene is new, so who is Elina's iPhone? Please rename yourself. We want to know who you are. Elina's, I don't recognize you.
Okay, I want to look at Euro JPY, not my guy, but let's see if it's in an uptrend. 5 minutes, not even uptrend. Come on. So the market is in a state of con. Okay. It's a con man right now. State of consolidation on my major pairs. So basically, I'm going to go over the checklist. Let me see if I share my full screen. And you guys, if you have any questions, start pulling them up. I'm sharing my full screen, all right? Can you guys see my full screen? Like, can you see if I move? You can see this, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. So what I'll do is, yeah. So I thought about the process flow today. And if even in the checklist in itself, there is a process flow. And if you really want to start practicing how to trade, maybe on your own, aside copy and paste, what you just do is just go for, you can start by telling yourself that I'm only going to take a minimum of a 6-point trade. Why go for 5 when you can get 6, when you can get 7? So the more you increase the level of your point system, the more the accuracy of your trade. So what is added, as some of you don't really play or talk on, we hid everything in the 4 grains. All right. So everything was hidden in the 4 grains. So every time you get 4 grains for a buy, all right, it is most on timing, it is most likely you're going to get a 6-point trade. Okay. So the breakdown of the component of it shows, it helps you understand deeper, all right, the beauty of what the 4 grain is, or what the 4 set is. So what I do is, or what I would advise anyone who's here to do is, for every time you look at a 4 grain, at the take of a trade, just evaluate how many point system were there. All right, how many point system were there. So the most important thing on the point system is number 8. All right, number 8, number 1, and number 9. Okay, the ones to now watch out for. So write this down. Number priority, number 1, number 8, and number 9. Okay, primary priority is number 8 and number 1. Secondary priority is number 9. It's by choice. Okay, timing. Now, things to watch out for. So when you get to a place in trading, you now know that, okay, this thing is out of 10, I would win 6, 7, I win 7, 8, 9. How do I eliminate those possibilities of more than 3 lessons? You now begin to watch out for 10. You now begin to watch out for 3, number 3 and number 10. Are you writing this? Are you guys noting these things? Okay, I'm just giving you guys a secret. I don't like to call some the secrets. I'm giving you this, something to watch. Okay, something to take the game to the next level. So priority, I repeat again, so you're taking note. primary priority is don't take a trade if number 1 and number 8 doesn't align. So number 1 is the trend must align on a major minimum of three time frames. The trend should align. So if I'm looking at a time frame on 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 1 hour, and daily, at least 3 should align before I take a trade. So that is priority, the trend of the market. The second thing is the sentiment of the market, which is number 8. That is primary priority. Then secondary priority is that I get my best trades on timing. All right, so that's 3. Then you want to eliminate the lessons. So that gives you the combination of these 3 plus another stochastic and RSI. They must also align. You don't take any of this point system out. The only one, see, these all things go together. The only one that may vary is the EMA and super trend. Okay, super trend is kind of constant. It goes with the trend. So if number 1 aligns, super trend must align as well. You guys notice, because it's trend. Super trend is trend. So if number 1 align, number super trend will also align. The whole goal that is there is because it's in the hourglass. So I'm trying to show you the position of the super trend. So if you look at, let me switch to market right now. By default, so let's say I'm looking at Euro JPY for a bearish move. Okay, so you can see on the 1 hour, super trend is above. So the market is presently bearish. All right. It's on a bearish trend on the 1 hour, 15 minutes. Strong bearish trend. 5 minutes. All right, bearish trend. So the market is on a bearish trend. So no look for, it doesn't align, all right, with this sentiment at the moment. So no trade. So the trend is against the sentiment, no trade. All right. And every time you do this, you eliminate yourself from the position of making all those uncontrollable markets that you just see them going against you. So the trend is very, very important. So when I see a market like this, I know no trade. All right. So let's look at USD JPY. USD JPY. Or AUD JPY. AUD JPY. Where are you? Okay, so this is AUD JPY. 1 hour is bearish. All right, 15 minutes is what? Bearish. 5 minutes. So the market is on a bearish sentiment at the moment. Yeah. So the market is on a bearish sentiment. So forget what you're seeing here. Okay, let me look at it on hourglass. Yeah. It's on a bullish sentiment, but on a bearish trend. So it doesn't align. There is conflict of what? Analysis. Okay. So when you see things like this, don't go in. No matter what, how beautiful the market structure looks like, eliminate. It brings discipline. So if you really want to learn discipline, these are things that I'll give you. So I know I look at it, just within 5 minutes, I can know that there's no market for me. I get off the market and go find something else to do. All right. So that way you're not looking at what you, because if you stay in the market long enough, you're going to find something you're not supposed to see. So that is it. So, but I'm just going to look at the market as if something is aligned. So that I will show you the position of super trend and EMA, right? Why they are important. Like I said, by default, super trend goes with number 1, number 4, and number 1 are kind of, brothers and sisters. So look at, so let's say this market was a bearish trend and I want to take a trade for a bearish move. So let's just assume the market is a bearish trend. So this is super trend. And we just saw that 3 time frames align. So if the super trend is above candles, it means the trend is on a downtrend. All right. So on the downtrend, super trend is above candles and it's red. So you can see it's red. So this means it's a downtrend. So 5 minutes, 15 minutes, So this is a trade I should be looking for a sell, not a buy. As long as the market is below the super trend, I'm looking for a bearish move. So all I just need to do is wait for what the sentiment, all right, to align with this trend so I can start taking it for what a sell. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's what I'm looking at for. I wish, so I'm going to shift from my currency pair. Let me begin to search. Hold on. I'll begin to search the market for. So even AUD is bearish. 5 minutes. They're all bearish. The market is on a con right now. AUD NZD bullish 5 minutes. About 15 minutes. No, bullish 15 minutes. 1 hour. Okay, so AUD NZD. I don't think have I ever traded this there? Okay, good. So I'm going to use this as, so the first thing, number one, is time frame. All right, 4 time frames. I just did a checklist on this one. So number one, you can take it on this AUD NZD, 5 minutes bullish, 15 minutes bullish, 1 hour bullish, and I believe daily is also good. I think this market has been on a bullish run. Daily is also bullish. So this is a good market on number one. So number one is checklist. Check it. Super trend is also below. So on the time frame, super trend and that trend, it actually goes, they are same thing. All right, on the time frame. So it's actually same thing. It's almost like a repetition, but we just wanted to spot it, all right, differently. So, so the next thing is price at a green support. Now, before you begin to checklist this, if the trend aligns, so this is what if you know the flow of my strategy, all right, check the flow. What is the flow? Okay, after the news, check sentiment. After the sentiment, the next thing is the trend. So this is the structure on the trend. All right, the trend aligns. Next thing is what? Price. This is structure. This actually represents structure. So I need to know the structure before I think of the strategy. All right. So what is the structure right now? I have to know where I want to buy and where I want to sell. Where is the market good for me for a buy? All right. Don't allow, it's good. Yes, the market, the hourglass can give you buys and give you sells, but it means you're just leaning on the strategy. The knowledge of you knowing where you are and you wait for the market to come to you and you now use the market to execute if everything aligns on the strategy. That's the beauty of trading. All right. In trading environment, you use strategy to trade your knowledge. Okay. So based off on structure, I want to begin to identify where are the possible areas in an uptrend the market will buy. So that is where charting comes in. All right. In case you are new here, you're going to take our time to learn. That's if you're learning. Okay. You're going to take our time to learn charting. Very, very easy. It's so beautifully easy. So AUD, NZD, if I come on here right now, what I want to do is I may not know how to pick price action and all of those good stuff Kenry talks about. All I just need to know is define the candle. All right. So the previous candle had a ceiling around here. Okay. Then it had a floor around here. I will stretch it out to see its cleanness. Okay. So this is a floor. The more you stretch it out, the more you're going to see its definition. So here was the floor of the previous day. Okay. This is 1 hour. You start from the daily. So there are two things I do. So this is the daily. All right. In the daily, so this was the previous area on the daily, which is good. I like it. This was the previous floor. So I could do this to be able to highlight. Yeah. Then this was the previous day. I hope I'm not being too fast, right? So we can see that this is a 1 hour area and a daily area. Okay. So the next thing is I go on in 15 minutes. You know, I actually did 1 hour before I came on daily. Can you see what happened, family? Now, when it comes to price action, this area is a previous ceiling. Can you see what the market did? Broke that previous ceiling, came back to that previous ceiling and made it a floor. Can you see I bought? Should have made some money now if you caught this analysis. So this is a 1 hour area, and this is also what? This is a 1 hour and daily combination, and this is also a 1 hour and daily combination. So I've not marked 15 minutes. This is just, so since it has actually hit this area, all right, the next area is going to be this area. Yeah, still above the trend on the 1 hour. So for me, these are the two strongest area. Okay, based on where price is right now. So if I want to mark the 15 minutes time frame, it's still the same thing, ceiling floor. So it still falls within this area. Okay, so this is the floor, and this is the ceiling. So I'm just doing basic charting right now. So what does it mean? This area is not important to you. It's going to be important when you allow market to break this area, come back to retest this area, pure price action. All right. So this is where you trade the next buy. So it's either you want to wait for the market to break this area, retest this area, or you want to wait for the market to come to this area. Now I know the structure. Now I know why I can sell, buy the market. All right. So what is going to help me take a trade? Okay. At what point should I take a trade? If I see that all of the strategies, the checklist now align in these areas. So so let's assume, all right. So for assumption's sake, okay, let's assume this market has not done this. All right. Let's now assume that it's broken this and I'm waiting for the strategy to align. So let's pick our point system. Okay. The market came. Is there a green around here? So you can see that this was a green. If you go back in time, there are green levels. So those previous ceiling you outlined are actually what? They used to be floors before. So around this area, there was a green. So there is green. So in the checklist, we've gotten what? So number one, we've gotten number one, it's bullish. All right. We've gotten number two, price was at what? Green support. Okay. And that green support was your area you marked out. So hourglass aligned with it. Then number three is what? EMA. Can you see the effect of EMA on this market? All right, so that's number three. Number four, super trend. Can you see the effect of super? The price can touch the super trend. So this is even more of a stronger one because there's contact. So there's contact on EMA and super trend at the same time. Okay, so that's four. Okay, was stochastic at green. So this is stochastic. All right, was it at green? That's five. Was RS at green? That's six. All right. Seven. Did you get a green arrow? You know, after a red arrow is a green, so that's a green arrow. Number eight. Base currency was stronger than quote. Number nine. Let's see if it happened on timing. Did it happen on timing?
Yes.
All right. Then number 10 is the DMI, a buy.
Yes.
So how many points?
10.
That's 10 over 10. You can see how 10 over 10, look at what is happening, all right, to the market, pushing it crazily. It is rare to see, actually, it's very rare to see a 10 over 10 trade. It's like a full moon cycle. It doesn't happen like, all right. It's very rare, but there are some people that when they find this, they can throw all of their money in it. Okay, Rosalia, please don't do that.
I'm guilty of charges, I know.
All right, so yeah, but that is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. Everything aligns. So the more you put the component of the strategies together, the better your experience. It's just look and tick, did this, right? So anytime you see one not in your favor is a minus. So that is what I just did to help students. So let's say EMA was above candle. That's a minus, and that's a strong. So all of these things, they represent trend. The most important thing in the strategy is the trend. All right. This EMA is actually what a resistance. It tells the trend. It moves with trend. So you can see it's been flat here. It shows consolidation. When it starts to move, it shows the trend. It shows momentum. Okay. So they all speak a language. So the next thing I'll be waiting for right now, the market is breaking this structure. If it comes back to this structure, I will just watch out for the what? Point system. Okay. I'll just watch out for the point system. The biggest question some people are not asking me yet that I know that within the next couple of, when they start right, they'll ask me is it when I talk about EMA and super trend, is it when it makes contact with it? It's stronger when it makes contact. It serves as either a resistance or a support when it makes contact. But if it doesn't make contact, their presence shows trend. So it's still a plus, okay? So the fact that it's below price, it shows that the momentum is what? On the upside. The price comes back to hit it. It's now what? A resist. It's now support. So it serves as support and also what? A momentum what? Indicator. EMA, super trend, all right, they tend to push price. They are like bands that pushes price, okay? So whenever it comes to touch it, it means the force of it is strong at that point, right? Like you see what happened here right now. So for this kind of trade, excuse me, this need time for the market to break this structure, come to this structure. And next thing is what? I just go on the strategy already. Number 1, number 4, number EMA and super trend, number 1, number 3, number 4, number 8. So by default, 1, 8, 3, 1, 4, 4-point system is already what? At my disposal. The only thing, then number 10, that's 5. So by default, this market has the default 5-point system already. By default. So all I'm just watching out for is what? Green arrow, stochastic and RSI. Then support. That is why I said, can you guys now see why I said 4 greens and 4 red? By default. Okay, by default, can you see then timing? By default, you have a 5-point system if you follow the prior process flow by default. Just by looking at trend alone, this number 1, it brings, number 1 brings EMA in your favor, brings super trend. So number 1 carries both base currency. So only for number 1 to align, it picks 4 with it. What's that? For the base currency to be stronger than the quote, a buy. That it's going to make you what? Definitely get number 1, number 15, number 5 minutes, 15 minutes. If the base currency is stronger than the quote, all right, and it aligns with the trend, super trend and EMA will follow. So that is how critical these things, they work together. I may have split them, but this same 4 greens for buy following the process flow puts you in a place minimum 6 points every time you take a trade. All right. And if you add the timing, you'll be seeing 7-point trade. Am I making sense? All right. So when counting the reaction points, should they be counted on the 15 time frame? So that's now the second point of the training I did. Now you want to watch out for, do you want to take good trades? Do you want to take better trades? Do you want to take best trade, or you want to take excellent trade? All right. So what are good trades? 5-minute time frame are my good trades. So if everything aligns in the 5 minutes, it's a good trade. Okay. My better trades are the ones that align on the 15 minutes. If I have a minimum of 5 points and it aligns in the 15 minutes, that's a better trade. All right. So when I say it's aligned on the 15 minutes, what does it mean? I will switch these 5 minutes to 15 minutes and I'll wait for everything to align. So if I was looking for a better trade, I wouldn't have taken this trade. All right. I'm just using this case scenario. So let's say I was waiting for a better than it was coming down. It means stochastic has to come to the green. RSI has to come to the green. All right. So me taking it on timing is, all right, best. Taking it on timing. So what are excellent trades? 15-minute time frame, get a minimum of 7 points. All right, 7 points. Minimum. 5, 15 minutes. All right, is a better trade. Anything that crosses into 15-minute time frame, you have better trades. All right. Now you wait on timing, that's best on 7 points. So you do the checklist. Anytime you get a 7 point on timing on a 15 minutes time frame, that right, you're actually clicking an excellent trade. All right. So what does this mean to you? Just categorize your trade. Every time you take a trade, write it out. Is it a good trade? Is it a better trade? Is it the best trade, or is it an excellent trade? So in an overall, let's say 50 trades or 30 trades, this is not a split, a sprint over a period of time. There is no, don't put pressure on yourself. Just label your trades. All right. Then maybe after a month or 2 or 3, do a stock about your trade. Now, which one do you have the best experience? All right. Which do you have the best experience? You'll find that over time that I know most of you have not been playing on the 15-minute time frame. All right. But as time goes on, when you begin to, this is it. If patient can be introduced to the market through the level of your equity, all right, what you're trading with, we sometimes demand your patient. If you're trading with a practice account, you may not be as patient as I am or Jenny is. All right, she has learned patient 1 or 2 trades. Before, she can take 5 trades. She can just be taking trades in the market. She feels she owns the market. Now she's not a landlord in the market. She prefers to be a tenant that doesn't even stay in the house. All right, so you don't own the market, so don't stay in the market like you live there. Every time you stay in the market like you live there, you're not investment oriented. So if you have lots of money in the market, you would always be looking for better opportunities through. All right, you will safeguard your money. So patient will naturally be your order of your natural emotional order. So I'd rather wait for a 15-minute. If I've seen the outcome of a 15-minute consecutive over a period of 50 to 100 trades, and I've seen 5 minutes and I saw that I had more results and calmness and easy, no spike on 15 minutes, trust me, you're going to wait. The market is not going to toss you. You're just going to wait. All right. So, and if you have huge equity, patient is just something. There are certain things I don't know today. It's because of my kind of, capital, all right, or my sensation of capital, my access to capital that has actually helped me learn the things that I'm teaching you guys today. There was a time I can't. There was a time you can even do the analysis in 3 minutes. How many of you have done it? You will switch from a 5 minutes to a 3 minutes just for it to happen faster. All right. So those days are gone. Rosalia is always laughing. Why am I always hearing that voice? That she's just let it happen, sharp. I don't have time, I need to go back to work, So all those things they play out, and it's not your fault. It's over a period of time you're going to overcome these things, So just practice this thing. Any new thing in your face will first pose difficulty. Practice will make you become friends. All right. Practice will make you become friends. Are there any questions so far? So that is I think the market is coming back. My next area will be the lower areas. Okay. And something about time frame, whenever a 15 minutes aligns. So if I switch this right now, so I always want to secure my trend. All right. So you may see that if it breaks this level, there's going to be some level of fluctuation because it's going to fall under. This area is going to fall under. It's now. Okay. So 1 hour trend is below here. So it means this is going to be a deep. What's AEDCHF? So I'm looking at currency trend right now. It's not encouraging. I'm looking at currency trend right now. It's not encouraging. It's falling from 60 to 47. It means that's questionable. It's probably going to repeat this area there, or it's going to come to this area and start doing consolidation because we've lost something. This is where a lot of people don't check the strategy. I love to check. So you may get technical areas, but some people don't do check. So let me go back to 5 minutes so that you guys can see the poisons that would. So this area is good for it to go back, but repetition is not my style. But if you're practicing, you could take, some trade on repetition so that you always say repetition is not your style. How do you know it's not my style? It may be your style. I've done it over a period of time. It didn't favor me. It helps bring the indisciplined part of me out. It's like, it's almost like you want to rob a bank with the same clothes, the same day. All right. Even if you are this guy that runs very fast, what's his name? The camera will spot you. Okay. You'll be caught. And when you're caught, it's a mess. Okay. It's a mess. I had a session, I had a trading session. I caught myself in trading. I was driving. I took my kid. A market I was not supposed to enter, but because I've been waiting for that market, I just felt, okay, yeah, it's in a good position. Let me just try it. Let me just try it with a light risk. It took almost 7% away from me at the end of the day. All right. Let me just try it, And sometimes I want to give you guys another thing. When you know how to trade, you are more prone to indiscipline than you don't know how to trade, because a part of you say, okay, I can get it back. I'll wait. I will get it back. All right. And if you already fell on your negative side, it would have beat you. Just say beating you. I'll get it back. It's beating you. Just leave it alone. All right. Or in the first place, you were not supposed to enter. So I know the times that I've lost the most in the market are times that I get into a market of repetition. Repetition means something. The thing did not work. They are battling. All right. Now I want to join them and battle. And my muscle is so small. They will just spank me out. So you're battling with the market. I don't love to battle with the market. All right. So this is repetition. It happens. That's what is happening because that's a strong point. The band EMA is still holding it. All right. So it's better I pick it up and help me beat this area so that I can get my good trade. So coming into this area, this is what I wanted to show you. All right. I know some of you in this session right now would have taken that trade. Okay. So now watch this. If this, who's laughing right now? That person. I need to, okay. All right. Now, if this trade falls down, can you see that on the odds of 5 minutes, some things are not on your side? If it falls below this, on the 5 minutes is going to be what? A minus of EMA, a minus of super trend. Did you guys notice? So it means the market is against you on the 5-minute time frame. And if you now watch the strength, if the strength is beginning to flip, what it means is this guy may be going back into the lower trend. So there's a minus of there's a minus of one time frame trend. You switch on the 15 minutes. All right. If it goes below this area, it also minuses a 15-minute time frame. So this may be a good technical area, but it now takes one thing that is very vital: the trend out. So 5 minutes is out, 15 minutes is out. Though 1 hour a daily are strong areas, so you can battle it out, but you now have to check for another thing, number 8. All right, so there is a minus of EMA, there's a minus of super trend. Okay, so you're already trading against yourself. Because whenever number 1 is altered, it's a -2. Now watch out. So you're owing 2, then EMA and super trend is also out. So you're owing 4. Okay, so even if you get timing, even if you get DMI, even if you get stochastic RSI, all right, even if you get a green arrow, you just took what? A 1-point trade. All right, so that is the consciousness you guys should start having. So the moment this thing is altered on a 15-minute time frame, it's a -2. So, and if it's altered, like looking at this trade right now, the price is now below on the 15 minutes. Price is now below super trend, and this is the next expectation of a what? A buy. If it comes here, it's now below EMA, so that is -4. All right. So a -4. So guess what? This is now even a -5. So you see, this has changed from a buy to what? It's a -5. So even if I get stochastic, mine takes 1 away. That's -4. RSI -3. If strength is on my side, which is no more. Okay, ADNZ. Okay, see, that's -3. All right. If I take it on timing is actually on itself is like a 2 in 1, but it's 1. That's minus. It's a -1 trade. You're on minus. It means you are on risk. All right. If you lose on this trade, it's going to pain you because you now know. If you didn't know before, now that I've taught you, you know it's going to be a bigger burden. Now you know, because now you're going to know why you lose some of the things you lose. All right. When they begin to, because everything is good, but you don't know why they are working the way they are working. So that is it. But on the technical analysis, you're going to find out, all right, that this market will come here and start buying. Why? It's on the 1 hour. So if I was trading in 1 hour time frame, this is good. This is good. I'll pick this and buy. So I can leave it for 3 hours. All right. Yeah. This place is going to be good. But you don't want to start practicing that now because you are still young with 5 minutes, and some of you are just moving into the 15-minute arena. I can't start bugging you with 1 hour trades. Does that make sense? Okay. So you can see 1 hour is still a buy. Okay. Super trend is still below, though we don't have EMA anymore on 1 hour. So you could see that if you do the checklist, you still have about, on the 1 hour, you still have about, that's to be about 6 arrows, super trend, okay, -1. So super trend and this is a balance. So every time 1 is not with you, it's taking 1 away. So if super trend is below and EMA is above, that's the minus. So that's arrow, DMI 2, stochastic 3, RSI 4, base currency 5, timing 6. So it's still going to be a 6-point trade. All right, if that aligns. Does it make sense? I'm going to repeat this thing in front of you over, I believe, within the next 3-4 weeks, this thing that looks gibberish a little bit, all right, is going to begin to make more sense. One thing I would advise each and every one of you, don't repel the misunderstanding or the newness. It's new like this. I'm not doing anything new. I'm just introducing a new knowledge in what you already know. Okay, I'm putting another flip side because there are levels to knowledge. The more you are aware, the more you have control. All right. The more you have control, the more you are risk managed. So it's not just, I'm taking you from just the consciousness of a trader to an investor. Investors have control because of the kind of knowledge they have. So yeah. Any questions so far? Let's see if we can quickly find a pair that AUD USD is so bearish. AUD USD is bearish. Where have I been? Wait, it just switched, right? When we did, that's what we did first. Now it just switched, right? Are you kidding me? All right, so 5 minutes bearish, 15 minutes bearish, 1 hour is bearish. This guy, good. So you can see that eventually it flipped. All right. So what do I do? Just show them where your bank is. Let them come and give you money. All right. So at least we can catch this guy. Okay, so that's ceiling floor for the daily. Go to 1 hour. Oh man. Man. That's good. Okay, so this is the ceiling of the 1 hour. Okay. So you guys, hope you guys understand how I arrived here. So this is the weak body of the previous 1 hour. This is the weak body of the previous 1 hour. This floor, this is ceiling of the previous 1 hour. And it also aligns with the area of the daily. So these areas are strong areas, right? So when I'm doing charting, I'm just looking for what strong area. Okay, so now 15 minutes, this is it. So 15 minutes is same areas. So I don't even need to mark another place. I just know that the 15-minute area, this is it. It's inside of the 1 hour and inside. So it's me trying to put a line here right now, just like duplicating many areas. Not far away. This is 281 and 290. So they're not far away. All right. So watch out. Now that I know the areas, the next thing is the trade. All right. So DMI is already on my side. So all I'm looking for is I can switch to 5 minutes to see a quick good trade. So what is a good trade? If the market comes to this area, all right, stochastic and RSI at red. On timing, everything aligns. The market comes to this area, everything aligned. That's a 10-point trade. If the market comes to this area, it's a 10. This area, all right, what do we do? What is out on this area? Okay. No, if the market comes to this area, is an excellent trade because I believe 15 minutes is going to be aligned. If the market comes to this area, but this area, I believe 5 minutes is going to be aligned. It's going to be a good trade. So there's ceiling, there's going to be arrow 2, trend on your side 3, EMA above 4, super trend above 5. All right, stochastic. Okay, on the 5 minute, there's a minus. On the 5 minutes is a buy. On the 15 minutes is a sell. Okay, on the 15 minutes is a sell. On the 5 minutes is a buy. So there's a minus. So, but it's also a good trade because it falls it falls within the range of above 6-point trade. So you wait for this area so I can call. That's when I cannot call it out. All right, the 290 area to the 322 area. It's a possible 5 minutes. So 5 minutes idea on AUD USD. So this is going to be a good one. Previous floor, I like it. The market would always sell the previous floor of a downtrend. So that's a good area. All right, so watch out for that area. I hope you guys see I mapped out the checklist. If the market comes here and stochastic is here, RSI is here, not on the 15 minutes, because the market comes here on the 15 minutes, it's not going to align on the 15 minutes. It is here that will align on the 15 minutes. All right, so if the market comes here, everything is going to align. You get a power trade in this area. Everything 15 minutes. And the beauty of the 15-minute time frame aligning on the strategy is that whenever a 15-minute time frame, so when I say time, so there's timing and there's time frame, there are two different things. Time frame is the candle, the chart, based on the chart, all right? Timing is based on the clock. So that's different. Okay, time frame is based on the chart. So this is a 15-minute chart. So if the strategy aligns on a 15 minutes, okay. So if I want to take an excellent trade, so this is what I do. The market may come here, I will take a good trade. So I have a risk for a good trade. Yeah, then I have risk for an excellent trade. So I don't miss it. So everything aligns, the market comes here right now. And on a 5-minute time frame, I don't take 5 minutes time frames outside of timing. Are you guys noting this thing? I don't take 5 minutes time frame. So if I'm on a 5 minute, the only time I get to take a 5 minutes, the only time you should start taking 5 minutes or you should start learning, all right, to take your 5-minute trade on timing, all right, on timing. Watch this, okay? So this market, it wasn't on timing, but it aligned on the 5th. Watch, let's see. Watch, I just want to show us a typical example. Now watch this. Can you see that 15 minutes aligned? 5 minutes aligned. It didn't agree. Can you see on the first area? Okay, so I want to switch it to 5 minutes so that you guys can have a preview of what I'm trying to say. This market moved, came to this area, did not respect, but 5 minutes aligned. All right. It went up to this area. That's when it starts selling. Why? Because a 15-minute time frame aligned. So as when market came here, stochastic got there, RSI got there. All right. See, I pulled. If you also look at this one right now, that's why the force of the market trying to pull, this is a 15-minute aligning crazily. So always the remedy for good trades are 15 minutes time frame. So anytime you're having irregularities on your 5-minute trade, switch it up to a 15-minute trade and see your result. All right, it's going to help you. Any question? I think I've done. Yeah, I thought I was just going to come into this session, just talk 1 or 2 things and snap out. But the attention you guys are giving is unbearable. I'm just seeing Coach Carol's face. I can't run away. They're looking. She's looking like I don't want to miss out on anything. How can I run away? Even Janey, I'm surprised that even Janey's got her big notes. She's taking notes. Like she's taking it because she wants to teach it, not because she just want to learn it. She wants to know how things with teaching it. So I can't run away. How can I run away? You know. So it's so good. It's so good. So you guys have a beautiful trade coming on for you guys. So the more it goes down, the more you should be excited about this area because it's going to now align on a 15 minutes. So this is going to now be a strong trade. All right. On a 15 minutes. Okay. I believe AUDJPY have switched as well. Come on. Sheesh. These drop. These are healthy moves. So I'm gonna start watching out for these areas. So there are two ways I do my analysis. I don't even need to go do charting. This is gonna be a good area. This is gonna be a good area, just previous floors. All right. Okay, that's something. Yeah, this is a very strong. It's a very strong floor area. The next, it's gonna be here. Good. So ultimately, what I do is, if I don't want to go through the process of charting, I just look at the EMA. Where is the EMA right now? What is the next zone close to the EMA? So, ladies and gentlemen, if the market comes to this area or this area, 15 minutes is going to align. I'm not sure 15 minutes will align where it will align here. I have a very good trade on AUDJPY at the 0.52 and 0.83. So this force will push it. All right. So this is going to be a very good trade. Very good trade. Okay, very, very good trade. Every other trade is going to be a better trade, even excellent trade. All right. Every other thing is, so yes, still going to be good, but you can also see that 5 minutes EMA is liking this area more. So these are just things to make your accuracy level better. So watch out for this area. This area is still going to be good. It's going to align in 5 minutes. So if it does on timing, if market comes here and does on timing, you can take a 1% trade on your account. All right, but if it comes here, you can take a 2%. So now that I'll be trading with you guys, I can be talking about percentages. I can't do that on Go Live. All right. So it will help manage what you. So I know what every area. I know what risk to apportion. I have a 5% limit for the day. If I go a little stretch, 7, max 7. All right. So I apportion that to every analysis I do. So if I want to just trade a pair, like let's say I want to just trade this market, I'll do 2% here. I'll do 3% here. Done for the day. All right, done for the day. Trading is easy. Just need to find a strategy of execution and a strategy of analysis. So any questions? So let's take questions. Let's take questions. I've tried.
So there's a question on here. In a bullish market, are the price entry zones better above the super trend?
Above, yeah, they have to be above the super trend and the EMA. That's part of the criteria. They have to. If you check the flow, all right. Okay, if you check the training that I broke it down, was it on Monday or last week? Is it on Monday or Tuesday? Check the training. If you go on my Go Live, I broke it that I defined each of them. I explained it in definition. All right. 10 component of hourglass. Yeah, I think that training. Just go watch it. It's on my favorite session. So you would know the definition of each of the point system. Okay. I've been practicing patience and using your strategy and it works. Wow, that's amazing. That's the first time I'm seeing that name. I've not met many of you guys. Wow, okay. Wow, I'm seeing some new faces here. Like Deanne, how you doing? How long have you been in the business? Your face is new. Marlene, Rosanna. Yeah, I may not be seeing most of your videos, but your faces are looking good, like you are here to make money from me.
Oh, wait.
Aisha Davol, that's my first time too.
Yeah, she's new. She's doing really good too. She's brand new.
Oh, good.
Well, it's not my first time seeing you, Mr. Kenbry. I'm on all your Go Lives and I take good notes. So
she's one of your stalkers. She's on your lives like crazy, you know? She's like
I am.
I can see the way she brushes. Kenbry, you must notice me. Kenbry, look at me, I'm here. Right? All right. So
Diane is also doing really, really
Silas.
good.
Silas, how you doing? Then Isa phone. Okay, that's new.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing well, man. I'm also new, trying to, learn. And
You're new,
usually, huh?
You're new, right?
Yes, I'm new. Yes.
Okay, good. How new?
About 2 weeks, but I've been trying to study and trying to know this stuff for the past 1 week. So I really don't know much. Yeah.
Okay. But it's gonna get better, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
Okay, so this is it. All right. Another session. It is what you say. It is what you say that happens. All right. What you say is what happens. So I hope to get better is just compare the 2 words. I'll give you 2 words to compare. I love that I am getting better, all right, no matter the difficulty now. And I hope to get better. Which word has more strength and faith in it?
I want to get better.
All right. I love that I am getting better despite the difficulty that it may look now. All right. So your move, your speaking, we don't know. It is what we speak that happens. Okay. So every time you say I hope, it means you feel there is a force outside that is going to make you. So you're going to be dependent on either the person who brought you in. No, you pick the market and say, see, market, you're my friend. I know you, you know me. We know each other. All right. You're going to pay me a lot of money. Period. I love the way Jenny would tell me, end of story, period. No negotiation. You must. I know how to chart the market. Guess what? Within the next 1 week of my dedication, what Kendra is saying right now is going to make more sense. All right. This is what you do. You talk to yourself whenever you want to learn, whenever you pick your system and you want to learn. That's what you have, that conversation first with yourself before you get into the learning. Mountains will start breaking down gradually. All right. If you see the market as a strange entity that is so vague, and guess what? Over a period of time, you're going to get it, but it could be faster when you use attitude. All right. Your attitude of learning is going to influence you to learn faster. But by default, don't even force yourself. If you want to be the person, if you stay in this environment over a period of time, everything that looks gibberish right now is going to be English or in your local language. All right. So it's nice meeting you guys. I'm seeing Alice, Ellie. I love that name, Ellie. All right. You look like you're going to hit 7 figures.
Amen.
Let's go.
Amen. I'm trying.
You guys. So good.
Yes, I'm
you
on
have
it.
any challenge? So this is an assignment I'm going to give to you guys. All right. Take what it is. Okay. She's recorded this session. Take the recording. All right. Add it to the recording I did on my live. Practice. Then on my next session. Okay. If you have any challenge, all right, I want to see the ones of you that can have the best result based on practice on my next session. Okay. All right. So yeah, practice makes the difference. We're going to be doing a lot of good stuff. I'm just giving you guys the baby stuff right now. Yeah, what you guys saw, it may not look babies, but practice it's going to just look like it's not just checklist. This one align, I click. This one align, I click. It's just checklist. All right. There are new things that I'm going to start giving to you guys. I just want you guys to mature in this one so that I could begin to give you guys those things that will stretch your account to some reasonable stuff. All right. So thank you, Jenny, for having me. If there's any I believe we've taken the questions as well.
Yeah, thank you so much it's 3 a.m., 4 a.m. where he is. So he's really
past 4.
It's past
I'm
4
not gonna
p.m.
sleep again. I'm not gonna sleep again because I have a session in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you guys, he loves our team. He
And
loves
that's gonna
our
be
team.
till night.
Yeah, he loves our team. Take advantage of the fact that Cambry is staying up until 3 a.m. his time to come here and serve you. Please take advantage of this. I recorded this session. Watch it. If you have to watch it 50 times, watch it 50 times, and then come back to the next session, and then we discuss any questions that you came up with. Please write them down. We want you guys to be successful. This team should be millionaires. That's the reason why the name of our group is Millionaire Club. Please take advantage. It sounds like gibberish right now, but please take advantage. I repeated it. When I was brand new, Cambry told me to repeat a video over and over and over. I was kind of like, oh my God, can you just tell me what the answer is, right? He's like, no, you better repeat it until you get it. And that's the reason why I've had the success that I have. Okay? So please take advantage. This is recorded. I'm gonna make the URL available to you, or the link available to you. Watch it over and over, write questions, and then Cambry's here on Saturdays also. Come ask questions. And then on Wednesday we trade together and come ask questions. Thank you so much, Cambry. Everybody have a good night. Make sure you check out those trades that he gave us and make some money before you go to sleep if he gets there.
Yeah, I see
thank you. We appreciate.
I'll see some of you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you, Cambry.
Thank you.
Good
All right, bye-bye.
night. Thank you so
Night.
much. Good night.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Good